the recent report that came out that Gears of War E-Day, as well as other games, State of Decay 3, as well as Halo 7, will be releasing day one on PlayStation 5, as well as the Nintendo Switch 2, which is wild, man. It's absolutely wild that we are going to be getting Gears of War E-Day on the PlayStation 5 as well as the Switch 2. Crazy. But then State of Decay 3 we're also getting on PlayStation 5, if the reports are true, as well as the Switch 2, which I think that State of Decay 3 will be able to probably, more than likely, they'll be able to create on the Switch 2, it'll probably run okay. Gears of War E-Day, though, on the Switch 2, I don't know, man. That's going to be an interesting one. And do I like the idea of Gears of War E-Day going to Switch? I do. I think it's going to be great because, once again, we're talking Gears of War E-Day is going to be the biggest Gears of all time just by it going to PlayStation. But if you add it on the Switch, I mean, brother, I'm telling you, it is going to be absolutely monstrous. Like, huge. Like, think of all the Gears heads that now, they don't really play games much anymore, but they grew up on Gears and now they have families, and so they bought the Switch 2, and then they find out Gears of War E-Day's coming to the Switch 2. Dude, I got to get back into playing some Gears. They buy it on the Switch 2. I mean, I can totally see that happening. And with the Switch 2 selling like 125 million units or something, PlayStation 5 has sold 75 million units, and the smallest console, that being, the Xbox Series X and S, only selling like 30 million units. Bro, I'm telling you, Gears of War E-Day is in for a massive spike in viewership. I just hope that it can handle on Switch 2 without question. Jeannie Love says if it can run on Xbox Series S, it can run on Switch 2. Yeah, hopefully it runs properly. I just hope they don't have see, when you start dabbing into like you have a studio like the Coalition that has only been focused on working on a game for one console or one specific console, and now you're expanding it not only to PlayStation but also to the Switch. It's like we already saw issues with Reloaded during the beta of people trying to come in, and there was issues with the lobbies and things of that nature, and you're trying to do cross-play, and then you're adding now another element to that with the Switch. Maybe Gears of War Reloaded will be a good test subject for that. Who knows? It's hard to say, but I'm hoping that I'm truly hoping that if Gears of War E-Day and State of Decay 3 can run properly on the Switch 2, they are going to be I'm telling you, monster games. Absolutely huge. When it comes to E-Day, I think E-Day will absolutely crush every sales chart that we've seen from Gears of War so far, up to this point in its history. State of Decay, I think, is going to be a well-known gaming flagship IP after State of Decay 3 releases, if it releases successfully, like where there's not a ton of issues at launch on the PlayStation, the Switch 2, as well as the Xbox. I'm super excited about it. But nonetheless, State of Decay 3, though, guys, specifically, I think there was a lot of question marks whether or not State of Decay 3, from the very first trailer to the second trailer, first trailer came out back in 2020, and then we've got the new trailer 2, that came out in 2024 at the Xbox Game Showcase, and it was drastically different. The first one, there was this real emphasis on, like, they're going to be changing the climate somewhat in State of Decay 3. You're going to have snow, and then on top of that, you're going to be going up against, zombie animals. And then with State of Decay 3's second trailer that released, we didn't see any zombie animals. We saw a lot of the same from the first two games. The difference, though, was the graphics. The graphic fidelity perspective looked incredible and things of that nature. But I think that when I look at just the trajectory of what was back in 2020 for State of Decay 3 to what is with State of Decay 3, now, I gotta tell you, I liked the first trailer. I liked the idea, I should say, of the first trailer more than the second trailer. I just do. I liked the idea of the zombie animals and things of that nature, and that's what we got. And in that first trailer, now the second one, it looks different, right? Obviously, graphically, it looks incredible. Well, how does this relate to Gears? Well, Gears of War E-Day's first trailer looked absolutely incredible. Came out once again, 2024 Xbox Game Showcase. Looks awesome. Looks incredible. But is the second trailer going to be different? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Undead Labs, which is an Xbox game studio, they're doing State of Decay 3, right? They are, and they didn't do the first trailer. They did the second one. But what I'm saying is we saw some drastic changes from that first trailer to second trailer. The Coalition, another Xbox game studio, is working on Gears of War Reloaded, Gears of War E-Day. Will there be a drastic change from trailer 1 to trailer 2 for Gears of War E-Day, similar to what we saw with State of Decay 3? Now, the short answer is, and also, remember this, Gears of War's developer, that being the Coalition, is also helping Undead Labs with State of Decay. So they're helping out State of Decay 3, and so they're definitely a tight group. Like there's a lot of, those studios are talking, they're working together, so on and so forth. And so what I'm saying is, could Gears of War E-Day's initial trailer be completely different from the second trailer that comes out, say at the Xbox Game Showcase next year? I have a hunch it's going to be similar, and I'm hoping it is, because that first trailer was incredible. And I'm hoping that we get, obviously a gameplay trailer, things of that nature with E-Day. But it does beg the question, will Gears of War E-Day's first trailer to the second trailer change like it did with State of Decay 3's trailer 1 to trailer 2? That's a question, and it leads me to, will State of Decay 3's third trailer change again? Because we're probably going to get an update on State of Decay 3 at the Xbox Game Showcase in 2026, where Gears of War E-Day will be the direct following the Xbox Game Showcase next year. It's going to be an interesting ordeal, guys, and I'm going to cover it top to bottom for each and every one of you. The question is for all of you, though, will the trailer 2 to trailer 3 change once again for State of Decay 3? And will trailer 1 to 2 change for Gears of War E-Day? Jump down to the comment section down below and let us know your thoughts.